This is Michael from How to Livable, and today I'm going to share with you a healthy, affordable, and quick juicing recipe to help with gastritis. Now, first off, obviously, I am not a medical or health professional. I'm simply a fellow sufferer of gastritis. So I worked really hard this year to get my diet under control and get my gastritis under control. One of the ways I did that is by creating a really simple juicing recipe. So 3 days a week, I will juice in the morning. I will then actually skip breakfast. What I would recommend to start is having this juice and then waiting at least 20 minutes after to have your breakfast. So with gastritis, obviously, your stomach lining is irritated. You want to help heal that, and there are certain foods that help you do that, especially when you're talking about vegetables. It's going to be some of the really color-rich vegetables. So that's what we worked into our juicing recipe. So in the video description, you will see the specific recipe, but the basics are we have carrot, sweet potato, kale, spinach, beet, and then you can also add in some things as well. You can add in cucumber. I also added in a green apple, which is in the recipe, because green apple is the lowest in sugar. You want to be watching your sugar when you do this too, but you also want a juice that you can stomach, that tastes pretty decent while helping with your gastritis. So I prepared all the ingredients the night before. That's what I'll do to help manage time in the morning. I'll cut up everything, put them in bags, drink the juice, and then have food later on. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'll come back after I'm done juicing to show you the final product. Also, I have an Omega juicer. Those are on the more expensive end. I would recommend a less expensive juicer if cost is a concern, but this one has worked really well for this purpose. So I'll go ahead and get started and then check back with you after we're done juicing. I've completed juicing and I have my full large glass of juice. Now the recipe does produce a lot of juice. I would drink slowly over the course of an hour or two. Don't try to chug it all at once, just drink it slowly. Now, as I mentioned, below is the recipe, and there's also a shopping list as well. I made the shopping list over a course of 3 days of juicing. So roughly you'll be using a third of what you buy each day in the juice, except for the apples. You'll have extra apples left over. Now my total, when I checked out, buying just what's on the shopping list, I had to make sure I wasn't buying extra things just to make sure this experiment worked okay. It was about $15.50 for 3 days worth of juice, which works out for just about $5 a day, which is pretty reasonable. I also bought some organic ingredients that you could choose just to buy regular if you're comfortable with that. But yeah, organic apples, organic kale, organic beets. Now produce in my area is probably a little bit cheaper than where it is in yours, but I would think maximum would be about $20 for the 3 days, which is still much cheaper than trying to buy this much juice that's focused specifically on gut health. So that's the recipe. Please let me know if you have any questions below. A couple other quick tips. I would recommend cutting the vegetables in very small amounts so you don't stress out your juicer. I also alternate the vegetables and fruits when you're putting it in the juicer. So if you're putting a lot of kale, make sure you're mixing in cucumber or beet, something with a little bit more juice to help it flow and not have it get backed up some. So that's the recipe. Best of luck. Stay on the lookout for more videos on my battle with gastritis and my efforts to improve it. And thanks again for watching, guys. Cheers. Not bad.